Hey everybody, Totally Emerald and Detective Pikachu here. That's right, I finally found him. I thought I lost him forever, but I finally found him. I was really thinking that I might have to buy a new Pikachu, but I'm glad I did. You'll never guess where he was. Someone stuffed him into the drawer in the garage.
Yeah, she knocked me out, and before I could defend myself, it was so scary, and they duct taped my mouth.
I know. Pikachu, I promise you, when I find the person who did this to you, I'm gonna beat the crap out of them. I swear to God. Why am I holding this cone? I'm gonna beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, you're a great daddy.
I promise I'll never let you out of my sight again.
Yay!
Alright, cue the intro. Seeing as how there's no One Piece episode to review this week, a true YouTuber would find something else to film. That's what I am. I'm a true YouTuber. And today, I'll be telling you guys how I got into BlackClover. I know I briefly mentioned this in one of my reviews, like the last BlackClover review I did, but I didn't give you the whole story. Okay. Well, to start with, let's go back to the beginning. This week, this week marks the exactly 2-year anniversary of when I first got into BlackClover. Yeah, 2-year anniversary. I remember it was March 2019. Yeah, time flew by pretty. Will you keep it down a bit? Ignore them. Anyway. The reason I got into BlackClover in the first place was because, there was this video by Oceaniz. I'll leave a link down below in the description and right here, or right here. Yeah, right here. Anyway, Oceaniz, and the thing that really got me into BlackClover was in his video. He told us that BlackClover had lightning fast pacing, a lot faster pacing than the big three and Dragon Ball. And so I thought it would be easier to get into, you know, because I had a lot of problems with it took forever for me to marathon most of One Piece. Now because of that, it's like my third favorite anime, but BlackClover is #1. Now, the reason I stopped doing the BlackClover chapter reviews was because no one was watching them. Absolutely no one. Although, I'm really glad I started with BlackClover because I got to it helped me get into Discord where I'm friends with NeoXO or Broku. I was with JCloud, but I got kicked out of his Discord for posting my video not in the self-promo. Sorry, I was new to it. And I also did it for Broku, but luckily Broku found a way to get me back on his Discord. Alright, and I'm glad I started with BlackClover. It gave me a lot of practice, and anyway, we're getting off topic. Well, not off topic. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll put a tiny pin in that for now. Okay, so when I started watching it, I was pretty into it. I gotta say, it gets a bad rap. BlackClover is probably the most underrated anime and manga there is. It has really good art. It's the anime, especially in the last episode that I saw, animation was off the charts. Yeah, and I watched the first 10 episodes of BlackClover, so, though the scene, where, Magnus flashback where he got spanked by, I forget his name, the old dude that taught him how to control his grimoire. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. He's just not memorable to me. Anyway, but after, I eventually did get back into it. It was in summer, like June or July. I marathoned like 70 to 80 episodes of BlackClover in like a week. Maybe a little more than a week. I used just about most, if not all, my free time marathoning it, and I gotta say, it was one of the best life decisions I ever made. I'm glad. And then a couple months or a year after that, I started reviewing Black Clover chapters, which my first Black Clover chapter review, that was horrible. It just bad. You could see I was staring at the script the entire time. The editing was really bad. I had just gotten... You know, the reason it took me so long to start doing manga chapter reviews was because I never was able to find an app that lets me put a picture over where I'm speaking. Like here, I'll do it right now. Yeah, see, where I'm talking over it. Now I use Video Joiner. I bought the full version of it for $2 with my stimulus check money, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not high tech, but I'm not gonna be doing over the top edits. Sorry if I stuttered. I'm not gonna doing high class editing, at least for now. Eventually one day, probably in about a year, I'll upgrade my editing software, but for now, Video Joiner does pretty well, and I've gotten a lot better at it. A lot better. And I gotta say, Black Clover, I said it before and I'll say it again, Black Clover is by far the most underrated anime in manga there is. It's only sold like 12 million volume covers, and that's really not good. A manga like that should sell like more than My Hero Academia. You know, another video that got me into it was Black Clover does everything better than My Hero Academia. When I watched that, it made me love the series even more. At that point, I had already watched the whole series, well, up until it. But that really solidified, like, Black Clover is really great. I mean, it does have a few flaws. It's not perfect. No series is. Well, except maybe Full Metal Alchemist, but that's a classic. That's a discussion for another video. Anyway, yeah, there you guys have it. That's how I got into Black Clover. And you know what? I hope the anime comes back. I really do. I'm sure it will. Probably on Black Clover's 10th anniversary, Shonen Jump will do the same treatment they got for Bleach, you know, because of its anniversary, which I'm really looking forward to Bleach. It's probably, I'd say Bleach is like 4th place in my favorite animes. Just missing out on the podium. Alright, wanna end us out, Detective?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, press that bell icon for more Black Clover and One Piece content.
Ciao!